Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD. Alright, time to take on the next group of species creations in the monster arena here. And as always, just to make sure our setup is the way we want it to be. Let's do this the easy way. There we go. Since it shows both the the overdrive modes and the equipment as well. So that's fine for Riku, for Tidus, that is A-OK, for Waka as well. And for Orin, that is, it's like we're all set and ready to go, so let's do this. Our next challenge is Nega Elemental. Alright, Nega Elemental we unlocked by collecting 3 of each elemental. So the yellow element from Kilika, white element from Mihan High Road, red element from the Mushroom Rock, gold element from the Thunder Plains, blue element from the Makalania Woods, the dark element from, I believe that was Cavern of the Stolen Fayth, and the black element, I believe, was the Omega Ruins. So, there we go. Alrighty, this thing, it isn't quite the same as Jumbo Flame was. I mean, it's got a lower magic stat, so its spells do less damage, and it's actually got a lower magic defense as well. However, we're pretty much going to be dealing with it the same way, but for a different reason. The fact that it'll counter every single. It's not immune to physical attacks. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But first, the rundown of it. Nega Elemental has 1.3 million HP. You need to do 15,000 damage to overkill it. 1 strength, 140 defense, 80 magic, 62 magic defense, 44 agility, 15 luck, 0 evade, 160 accuracy. Absorbs all elements, including holy. So yeah, stay away from magic. At least any elemental magic, if you will. Immune to sleep, silence, darkness, poison, petrification, slow, zombie, threaten, death, provoke, demi, delay, eject. All 4 breaks and has Zanmato level of 5. You can steal 4 star curtains or 1 twin stars as the rare steal. And for drops, it'll drop 2 twin stars or 1 dark matter as the rare drop. And for equipment, it'll drop weapons with various elemental strike abilities on it. And for armors, it'll drop armors with the various elemental eater abilities on it. So there we go. So yeah, as I said, Nega Elemental is we're going to be dealing with it pretty much the same way we dealt with what was it called again? Jumbo Flan, that's what it was. Yeah, so we're dealing with the same as the Jumbo Flan simply because every physical attack it isn't immune to physical attacks. However, it counters every physical attack by casting Ultima. So, yeah, the best way to get around that is just by doing the same thing we did with Jumbo Flan. So, we got Riku in here for the initiative ability, so we're going to swap to Orin. We may bring Riku back in if we need to use any Albed potions, because of the alchemy ability on her weapon. But for the most part, we're going to be focusing on Tidus, Orin, and Waka here. So, first up, we want to get Shell on all 3 of us. Well, I'll probably get Shell on Orin and then get Reflect on him as well. Although, I don't need to cast Slow, so I think I'll just I'll stick with casting Shell on ourselves. Just do it 1 step at a time. There we go. And I guess we'll do a quick 5 focuses as well. That's 3. That's 4 and number 5. Alright. Now we're casting Reflect on Orin, and we'll be going to town again with the double casting Flare. We're looking for Reflect. Alright. Waka's starting it off, so let's double cast Flare and start bouncing it off Reflect. So yeah, the fact that it's got a lower magic defense, this should go a bit quicker. The only drawback is that you cannot cast slow on it, so it will probably get a turn in here and there. So yeah, and since Walker got it started, we can just focus on using Copycat from here on to save some MP. So as far as attacks that this thing has, I suppose we'll go into that. It'll cast 3rd tier elemental magic, single target, whatever element it casts, that's the damage it'll do. And it can also cast flare, which obviously those are for what the shell is for, and the 5 focus. And obviously there is the Ultima that it counterattacks with if you attack it with physically. Obviously that is a magic-based damage, non-elemental. So again, another purpose for the shell and focus, just in case we manage to mess up and accidentally hit the thing physically. And it does have the ability to cast Reflect on itself, so heads up there. You may want to think about dispelling that. And yes, it does have the ability to drain your HP. But since Tidus has the magic counter ability on his weapon, he can get a second hit in there. Free of charge, no Ultima. I was about to say no Ultima required, but... that didn't really make sense, but no Ultima withstanding, I guess, maybe? I don't know. No fear of Ultima? In any case, I'll just keep bouncing flares off Thorn and we should be good to go. Might be a good idea to heal. But, no, I think we're alright. We'll use a Kuragi if we have to, but, should be getting there. Looks like the elemental is recoiling a bit more with our hits every time we hit it. Oh wow, I can use Osmos as well? Alrighty then. I actually don't think that was in my resources. Oh, there you have it, viewers. We all learned something new today, if you didn't know that already. Alright, and there we go. Or who knows, maybe it was in the resources, I just forgot to copy it down in my notes. But anyways, there we go. 4 twin stars and a phantom bangle. Alright, let's see what we got on the phantom bangle there, and continue on. Ooh, lightning, fire, and water eater. Nice. If you got one with fire, ice, and yes, either thunder eater or lightning eater for Tidus, Walker, or Orin, nah. It might be an option to hold on to it for one particular enemy, but I still plan on doing this the way that I've been doing it this far. So yeah. All right. Alright, let's get our, I guess we don't really need Riku in the front for this next one. Other than straight up just for the initiative ability, but, you know what, let's just bring her in anyway. Make sure we've got our new stuff equipped. Yep, alright. And I healed, yes I did, alright. The next challenge is Tanket. Tanket we unlocked by capturing 3 of each of the hard-shelled enemies. The Raldo from the Mihan High Road, Bunyip from Jose / Moonflow, Marusu from, I believe that was Makalania Woods. Then there's Maftet from Lake Makalania, Shred from the Comlands here, and the Halma from the Omega Ruins. So there we go. Alrighty, so basically Riku's going to be the one doing Sentinel here. And Aura, we're going to be, well, we got, well, might as well bring in Orin, since we got the initiative out of the way there, so and then we're just going to keep attacking. This thing has, I suppose we go into the rundown, 900,000 hit points, you need to do 10,000 damage to overkill it. It has 103 strength, 100 defense, 3 magic, 250 magic defense, 41 agility, 15 luck, 0 evade, 100 accuracy, neutral to all elements, immune to sleep, silence, darkness, poison, petrification, slow, zombie, threaten, death, provoke, demi, delay, eject, power break, and magic break. It is 99% resistant to mental break and 90% resistant to armor break. And Zanmato level of 5. For stealing, you can steal 4 light curtains or 4 lunar curtains as the rare steal, and it drops 1 defense sphere or 1 dark matter as the rare drop. And for equipment, it'll drop weapons with the strength plus 5, 10, or 20% abilities on it. And for armors, it'll drop armors with the defense plus 5, 10, or 20% on it. So there we go. Alright, so Tanket here, he has 2 attacks. One, he just straight up attacks you. Physical damage, but the attack attempts to inflict Berserk, and it also delays your turn. And then when his HP gets low enough, he'll start using Rush Attack, which basically does the same thing. The only difference is it has a much quicker recovery time, which means he can do a lot more attacks quicker, kind of thing. So yeah, may not be quick as far as agility goes, but as far as that ability, that can definitely make up for it. So yeah. Alrighty, so yeah, that's pretty much why we want Riku to use Sentinel, because she's got the ribbon ability, and she can use Isuna to take any berserk or anything like that off somebody. So yeah. Alright, so let's just start attacking. So yeah, obviously it is armored, so yeah. Gotta keep an eye on the turn list there. Should we swap Orin out on his last turn before the Tanket goes? Ooh, nice crit. Alright, and there we go. Alrighty. And there we go. Alrighty. 2 more have been defeated. Next up, the next 2, as you no doubt can guess from the video description, are repeats, but for very good reasons. Because the first one, obviously, we took out in a way that I'd rather not in this LP. So beyond what we used it for. So yeah, all right, we want Riku back up here again, straight up just for the initiative ability. And then we go with the new armors for the other guys, and Masamune and Celestial Weapons. Perfect. Alright, Survivor and Riku. Alright, so let's heal up. And let's take on, yet again, Fafnir. Now, the Fiend, I really didn't go into too much with regards to its rundown or its stats, so here we go. And also, just it's a bit more interesting than what I made it look with, taking it out with Waka's attack reels. So yeah, I am not going to be taking it out in that way this time around. I am going to be taking out just the basic way. All right, so Fafnir has 1.1 million HP, as previously stated. Has 13,000 damage to overkill it. Has a strength of 76, has 30 defense, 109 magic, 130 magic defense, 38 agility, 15 luck, 0 evade, 160 accuracy. It absorbs fire, ice, and thunder, neutral to water and holy, immune to sleep, silence, darkness, poison, petrification, slow, zombie, threaten, death, provoke, demi, delay, eject, and it is 95% resistant to all 4 breaks. Zanmato level of 5, and you can steal 2 hourglasses or 1 stamina spring from it as the rare steal. And for drops, obviously it can drop 20 light curtains or 1 dark matter as the rare drop. And for equipment, it'll drop weapons with various elemental strike abilities on it, and for armors, it'll drop weapon or armors with fire, ice, or water eater abilities on it. Alrighty. So, Fafnir, what shall we do here? Well, for its attacks, it's actually one of the enemies that can be predicted with regards to its turn order. And here we go. So it's got a normal attack, which is with a single target, physical damage, basically a basic physical attack. And then it gets interesting. It'll have a it'll do a triple attack, if you will, and of 3 different elements. So it'll attack you one character physically, then unleash the elemental attack, which hits all of us, which is magic damage, and I believe it'll follow up with another physical attack right after that to one party member. I believe it's probably the same one, but yeah, just heads up there. That's basically how it works. And the elements it uses is like an ice breath, a fire breath, and a thunder breath. So there we go. So the best way to handle that would be to, well, we got the initiative out of the way, so let's get Orin back in here, since he can do more damage than Riku, and we just want to basically use the null elemental spells when we use. Well, since the ice attack should be the first one that comes, or it's first in the list as far as elements go. Use Null Frost. And then Null Blaze. And of course, Null Shock. And basically just top that up anytime it unleashes it. It unleashes the attack. So let's just start hitting this thing. And yes, it is armored, so heads up there. Alright, there's the physical attack, and Tidus follows up with a counterattack and kills it. But, yeah. And there's the 40 late curtains and an elemental charge. 40 because we overkilled it. Oh, we didn't even look at the platinum shield. Ooh, wow. Got all 3 of them on there. And the elemental charge, ice eater, and water eater. Alrighty, so that's that, and now finally for the last one of the video. Let's especially considering how low its HP is, you may be wondering, well, why are you going after it again? Well, because like I said, again, the same reason I went after Fafnir. Didn't really give you the whole spiel when we defeated it the first time when we were going for the teleport spheres. So yeah, alright, Survivor and Impervious. Yep. And if everything else is okay, so let's just... Did we heal up? We did. Alright. Alright, the next challenge is Sleep Sprout Part 2. Alright, oh, and for the Fafnir, we unlocked it by capturing 4 of each Drake, so the Vuivra from Mihan Old Road / the leading up to the entrance to the Mushroom Rock. Lamash 2 was Mushroom Rock, and I believe you could even run into it on the Josie Road, I think. Kusariku from Thunder Plains, Mishusu from Makalania. No, Mishusu was from Bikanel Island, sorry. And then Nidhogg from the Cavern of the Stolen Fayth / Mount Gagazet. So there you go. Alrighty, here it is again. The Sleep Sprout has 98,000 HP. You need to do 10,000 damage to overkill it. Has 3 strength, 167 defense, 112 magic, 203 magic defense, 26 agility, 15 luck, 0 evade, 0 accuracy, weak to fire, neutral to all other elements, including holy. Immune to sleep, silence, darkness, poison, petrification, slow, zombie, threaten, death, provoke, demi, delay, eject, magic break, armor break, and mental break. It is 100% susceptible to power break, so heads up there. But then again, I don't even think it has a single physical attack, so yeah. Interesting. Anyways, so yeah, Zanmato level of 5. You can steal 4 Poison Fangs from it, or 1 Farplane Wind as the rare steal. For drops, it'll drop the 1 Teleport Sphere, or 1 Dark Matter for the rare drop. And then, of course, for equipment, it'll drop weapons with various status strike abilities on it, and armors with various status proof abilities on it. So yeah, it had 98,000 HP, so we only need to hit it once. It doesn't have any evade, and its luck is base, so yeah, we're pretty much going to be killing it in one hit, so let's take our time here. Alright, so as far as attacks go, I don't think I even mentioned this, other than the one that I mentioned about Good Night. Okay, so it can cast all of the third tier elemental magic, so single target, whatever element it casts, that's the magic damage it'll do. Can be halved with shell, and so on and so forth, affected by focus, all that fun stuff. It can cast Flare as well, which is obviously single target, non-elemental magic damage. And it can also cast Ultima, which obviously hits all of us and is non-elemental magic damage. All of that is susceptible to shell and focus. And then, of course, there is the Good Night one, where if you hit it and you don't kill it in one shot, it'll, kind of like its mushroom brethren, it'll unleash an attack that has status-altering abilities in it. And in this case, it's Good Night. It hits all of us. It's magic. It'll inflict magic damage on us. It'll attempt to inflict sleep, poison, berserk, armor break, and armor break and power break on us. And yeah, so that's why we have got Riku in the front line here, so that if it does release its Good Night, then Riku at least is immune to at least all except for berserk. So yeah, fortunately the berserk shouldn't be too bad. Actually, I wonder if she is immune to berserk with ribbon. I don't know. So I could just defend until we find out, but you know what? How far down is its turn? It's way down there. You know what? Maybe I'll haste it. Maybe we can take a look. Impromptu research. Impromptu science. I'm surprised that actually didn't trigger Good Night. Anyways, alright, let's just have Tidus and Waka defend here. And let's just get its turn. Oh yeah, and obviously it does still have that auto-regen ability of it. Look how quick that thing's regenning. Yeah, the fact that it's got like... oh, okay, sorry, I was thinking the magic defense had 203. For some reason I got that confused with agility, but yeah. Alright, here it comes. Why, thank you for obliging us there, Sleep Sprout. And she is immune to it. Awesome. So now we can just hit Tidus with Isuna. And have Tidus hit Waka with Isuna. And then obviously we'll probably definitely want to heal up. Yeah, obviously that stuff did quite a bit of damage to us, so yeah. I guess it probably would have been an okay idea to cast Shell on ourselves so we could mitigate some of that damage, but well, I didn't think of it at the time, and I just thought of it, so by all means, you guys can make use of it, but now let's just take it out. And there we go. We are officially done with Sleep Sprout as far as on-screen goes. If I ever need cash, well, you know, we'll be going back to it, but... Alrighty, so I believe that's all I have planned for this episode. In the next episode, we'll head back into the species creations and continue on our continue fighting our way through them. I believe we are getting close to the end of them, so the next episode might be the last episode of the species creations. But well, one of them has quite a bit more HP than we've encountered so far. So well, we'll see how that goes next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit like on your way out. Liking the video makes it easier for other people to find the video so that they can watch it and enjoy it as well. And consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and enable notifications by hitting that bell icon. And so you can keep up with the series here and any future uploads. Keep in mind, I do not upload on Thursdays and Fridays, and if any other day during the week does not receive a video, be sure to check my Twitter feed. I'm at Intrepid83 for any updates regarding that type of situation. The link to that is in the video description. And as you can see in the video description as well is the link to the playlist of this series, so feel free to share that with anybody you think may enjoy it as well, and obviously feel free to share this video with anybody you think may enjoy it or may get something out of it, or heck, even share the play with somebody you think might be able to get something out of it. It's a good game, you know, great story as we've found thus far, so yeah. And as always, comments are welcome, just please no spoilers with regards to the fiends that we have not encountered, we have not fought in this monster arena yet, and obviously for any of the spoilers for any of the fiends after we finish the monster arena here, so yeah. This is Intrepid83 signing off, thank you so much for watching, take care, be blessed, and have a good one.